first. You're going to go side to side with your bow or your other long martial arts staff. It could be the Korean jongbong, Chinese gon, or the cudgel. Maybe it's the staff and the silambam. And then I think there's another martial art I've seen recently called gakta, maybe. Indian martial art. Indian martial arts are the beginning of all martial arts. The birthplace of the martial arts in Asia is India. And then it went into China and Korea, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, everywhere else. Started, though, with the Indians. A lot of beautiful martial arts that come out of India. So you're going to go side to side. You're warming up your wrists. I want you to do that again over your head. Just turning out. Build some strength in those shoulders. Going out from side to side. And then I want you to come over here. Thank you for watching that lesson yesterday. Behind your back, you go straight up. You're going to pull your thumb straight up. Pull it out. Starts in the right hand, goes behind your back. The thumb is up. It's like a tree growing out of the ground. Your other hand comes under. Pull it out. Now the key to going behind your back and over your head, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to lift this camera up real quick. I put the camera on the tripod today, and then I put it on a step so that you can see better, and I don't have to squat so much to show you over the head and behind the back. Overhead, your hand turns palm facing out. That's my right hand. It comes in, turns palm facing behind me, and your other hand is going to come up pinky to pinky, palms facing the same direction, and elbows straight. Bring it back out. So it comes from one side to the other side, and I'm exaggerating the move because I'll drop it down. But if you just did the spin overhead, you can do your butterfly spin overhead. You can also do a palm spin overhead. The palm spin is just opening the fingers, allowing it to spin one direction or the other direction. We're going to come back to that because I want you to practice some tricks overhead. I like to have you get your hands overhead early in your training so that you start to build power in your shoulders. Now, when it's out, bring it down. And when you bring it down, keep your elbows straight. If you bend your elbow, when you bring it down, you hit your head. If you bend your elbow when you bring it up, you hit your head. It's all about the elbow. It has to be a straight elbow down, and then thumb up, pull it out, overhead, behind the back, overhead, behind the back. And one more time, when I go behind my back, all I'm doing is pointing that thumb straight up. So overhead, behind the back, and after you do that for 30 seconds, going one direction, switch, and go out the other direction. Overhead, good morning, behind the back. It's good to see everybody this morning. Overhead, behind the back. We're doing a lot of different spins and what are called tricks. They're not really tricks, they're just different ways of spinning your bow. And all the spins in bow staff, or all the spins with your long martial arts staff, have been here. Oh, good. Thanks for not forgetting me, Will. I appreciate your being back. All of the spins are to build proprioception, of that sixth sense in your hands, how it moves through space and time. You want to be able to do all of these cool tricks, not necessarily for fighting, or not really at all for fighting. They're not for self-defense. It's not for combat bow staff sparring. It's not for using it during, walking down the street for a self-defense weapon. That's a self-defense move. That's a self-defense move. Those are self-defense moves. This is cross-training. This is what gets you familiar with your bow, builds power, strength in your hands, more flexibility. It's good for your overall fitness. This is going to make you healthy and strong 360 degrees, all the way around your body when you do your spinning. But it's not self-defense moves. Spinning is not self-defense. Spinning helps you with self-defense. So understand the difference there. And it's valuable. They're both valuable. Now, we're going to go back into one hand, and I'm going to have this in my left hand. I'm going to trade staffs because I want you to see the color. I put the purple tape on one side and the yellow tape on the other side. Orange is in the middle. I'm going to hold in the middle, and you're going to take your purple side and turn it down and bring it up on the opposite side of your body. What you're going to be doing is carving that sideways figure eight. We're doing the figure eight or infinity spin, endless spin, going in and out from side to side. You can think of it this way. It's a forward spin with your palm facing the ground, and then you're going to turn your hand and your palm is going to face the sky, and it's also a forward spin. So there are two ways to spin the infinity. That's the infinity sign. The endless spin or figure eight, to the front, forward, which are strikes, or backward, which are deflecting motions or blocks. So from here, this is a forward spin. That's palm facing down. Now the palm faces up when it comes to the same side of my body. This is my left hand on the left side. Your palm will face up, and then it faces down, up, and down. Now pull your stomach up and in, bring your abs tight. You're now gonna put it into, thank you, the other hand. Yes, it's all about the arm, right? Extend the arm, you won't hit the head. Oh, and don't just hit the ceiling. Don't spin it while you're bringing it down. So when you come out, drop, drop, drop. There's no spin. It spins behind your back and it spins over your head. So if you add that, straight elbows, only spin over your head, only spin behind your back. All right, so in the right hand, I have the purple side up. That's my thumb side. I'm gonna carve that sideways figure eight. So I'm turning it down, palm up, to down. So right side is palm up, left side with the right hand is palm up. So you're going down and up. Let me try to slow it down. A little quicker and a little quicker. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast means go slowly at first and then gradually speed it up. Always keep this other hand up. Use it to practice protecting your head. Hello, it's good to see you. The reason it's hitting your legs, I'll show you why. It's two things. It's strength and flexibility. When you go, see if I can get far enough back, you can see my legs, right? When you go behind your back, if your staff is not perpendicular to the ground, like perfectly going up and down, right? If it's turned this way, you hit your head. If it's turned this way, you hit your legs. I'll show you what I mean. So if I go down here, I'm going behind my back, and see how this is turning down? That's why you hit your leg. You have to hit your leg. I don't know if you can see it. My leg's in the way because it's turned this way. If it were straight, you don't hit anything. When you hit your head, it's because when you come down, it's turned that way. And that's usually, it's three things: flexibility, strength, but it's also proprioception, being able to feel it without seeing it. So I bring it back here. That's where you really slow down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. When you go slower in these motions, you build more strength, you build more muscle awareness, proprioception, and you build more flexibility. Now, if you adopt this practice before every session, it's called muscle activation. There are two things. There's muscle strengthening. You're going to get that in all the moves. Muscle activation. That's getting the muscles ready, waking them up because you don't use them. When do you, unless you have a job where you're reaching, maybe you're a librarian or, I don't know. If you don't have a job where you're reaching over your head, you don't have a lot of strength in your shoulders. You don't use those muscles a lot, so they are inactive. To activate the muscles, your very first warm-up should always be this. That gets the blood flowing in the wrist, hand, elbow, shoulder, and it's in front of your body, which means that this anterior or front deltoid muscle, which is your biggest muscle, it's the strongest shoulder of the three. There are three. There's the front, there's the side, and there's the back. That's always going to be the strongest for most people. That's going to be really strong. But then bring it out here. And this is going to wake it up. Good. You will be agile again. This weapons like this get the plasma in the blood, right? Oxygen and plasma flush into, and that's what brings your agility back. That's where you become flexible and strong again. So you're going to have your strength and your agility when you start to do this. So you put this here, the bow. And then this is the third position. So you now have three things to do. And I'm not joking. When I say the bow is the best weight training, instead of, getting, and you can, to get the basic level of strength, get really strong first, do it with your bow so that you don't jump ahead and lose, you don't want your strength to jump ahead of your flexibility, or the other way around, I guess. And I promise you, if you start doing this every day for a week, and then the second week you do this, and then you add this, and then the third week you do all three per hand, 30 seconds at a time, and then the other hand without switching hands, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here. And then the second move is in front of your body, 30 seconds here, and then over your head, 30 seconds here. This is really all you need to do to get really strong, thick muscle in your shoulders. Not like bulky. If you're worried your muscle's gonna look, you're not gonna look like that. You're just gonna have strong, quick, explosive, healthy, strong shoulders. And you're gonna get that from doing those exercises. Then, when you start to do this, see, when I go behind my back, see how far out my arm is? Your arm, when you start, my arm when I started was closer here. And I hit my legs a lot. But now when I go behind my back, it's way back there. Well, until I take it. But when I'm here, I can bring it here, I bring it here, then I hit my leg and I drop it, because you'll never not hit yourself, okay? You're always gonna hit yourself a little bit, and that's a good thing. That means you're growing. But practice that. Overhead, behind the back, over the head, behind the back, but only after you wake the muscles up. Wake them up like this, and then like that, and then side to side, and then go behind your back and over the head. And then when you do that, you're not gonna hit your legs as much. That's my promise to you. I promise you, when you do that first, you're not gonna hit your legs as much. I also promise you, you don't need to do a lot of weight training exercises, but let me show you one, just in case. Just because I see it sitting here. Don't do anything, don't go to the gym and grab, get on the military press and try to lift a whole bunch of weight. A lot of people are too weak in their shoulders if they haven't done anything. Do the staff stuff for about 3 to 6 weeks. Then you start feeling stronger. Get yourself a band. One of these light bands is perfect. And let me lower the camera. I want to show you how to get really strong shoulders for bow staff. If you want to do strength training for bow staff, or strength training for bow, or martial arts long staff, you're going to step on it. It just goes in the bottom of your foot. Your other hand is just palm up. This foot doesn't do anything. Just one side, and you're going to put it on the outside of your elbow. Now your arm here should be very close to your body. This is wrong. So it's going to be close, and all you're going to do is press straight up in the air. Press. I can't go back anymore. There's a big bag back there, but you get the idea. Let me lift the camera just a little bit. And what that's going to do is that'll strengthen from here, the front and the side, and a little bit of the back, and that'll start to give you a lot more speed, power, explosiveness in all of your strikes, but especially your bow staff strikes, or your bow. Saying bow staff is really saying staff. In case you were worried about that or wondering about that. Then the other side, same thing. Try to keep it close to your body, not out. And if you need to slow down and correct your form or go lighter. But this is a pretty lightweight band. It's about 65 pounds of resistance. And they don't break. If you're worried you're gonna get that and you start doing that, it's not gonna snap on you. And if it does, it won't go. It's not like a rubber band. The energy just dissipates. All right, so back to this figure eight. I really want you to learn how to do this one. Down and up, and then bring it out to the side and go to the front and to the back. Remember, we're working on strengthening the shoulder. Stomach up and in, abs tight. You'll start going faster and faster. Put it into the other hand and do the same thing. Front, oh, smack the thing. I was looking at the clock, see if we had time. But front, back, front, back, front, back. I'm surprised. Usually when I hit the camera that hard, it breaks. Oh, I did break it. It's just hanging on by a thread. It's my birthday in a couple days, and someone said to me, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, you know what? All I want is a brand new camera rig for my, and they're very inexpensive. I break them so often. I run out of them, and I have to order them on Amazon. I need a new camera rig. To the front and the back, front and the back. The other question is, what do you want to do for your birthday? I said, I want to come and make a video for my virtual classmates. We're classmates in the martial arts. For the virtual dojo, because we all train together. We're all in this together, not in a COVID way, but in a, we're all learning martial arts, and we're stuck and shut down. And all we want to do is stay healthy and strong physically and mentally and spiritually. So, did you see that? So we did front of the body, hand goes out, side of the body. Other hand to the front, and then step up, feet under the body, and it's like this. It's the exact same move, it's just in a different plane. And every time you move to that different plane, you're firing the muscles in the back and the side of that shoulder. Your shoulders are growing stronger. You're getting healthier shoulders. You're getting strong, much stronger, able to do a lot of different things. Now, I want you to do a wrist roll over, open your hand. Yes, in fact, I have my Annie, I always say it wrong, for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. I have about 12, I think it's 12 or 13 Obi-Annie videos with the lightsaber. So after you watch this, go type in my name or go to my channel and you'll find all those Obi-Annie videos. And I'll teach you how to do it. I've got one that's got tens of thousands of views. That seems to be the most popular one. And I slow it down. It's super slow-mo. It's not a live video. But I've done some live ones. And I can help you learn it like that. But that's for the lightsaber. This is for the bow. I also do double-bladed lightsaber, which is basically a light staff, right? It's two lightsabers connected. Show you how to use it like Ray Park and Darth Maul in the Star Wars movie. All right, so you're going over the back of the hand and over the back of the hand. And all you're doing is you open your hand and you let it roll. That's all it is. The hardest part of this is that when you do it the first time, you'll fling your staff like that because you're expecting it to come out of your hand, which it will, and expect it to hit the ground over and over and over again until you get good at it. Let me grab a staff. I should watch that. This thing's hanging on by a thread. All I have to do is hit it and the whole show's over. Open the hand and here. And then I want you to go into that figure 8 spin and do a wrist roll on each side. And this is where I want you to finish this workout today. I want you to spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to do the figure 8 with an open the hand wrist roll, and then go into the other hand, open the hand wrist roll, and just mess with that. Changing hands, see where the wrist roll comes. Wrist roll, you can add some finger rolls if you like. There's the finger roll. We'll go over that again on the next one. And then go back to figure out the wrist roll. And I also wanted you to do this. Hold on. Palm spin. I think the palm spin, oh man, this camera's ready to hit the deck. For those of you non-Marines out there, the deck means the ground. The Navy, you guys know the deck. All right, open the hand. And what this is, when you turn it out, open your fingers. When you turn it back, open your fingers. So the palm spin, that's all that is, just a balance, and your hand has to stay open. It's like when you feed a horse. Don't close your hand when you feed a horse. There's a lot of horses down here. And you get the kids out there and you're like, keep your fingers open. If you want to bring your fingers back out of that horse's mouth, horses are very gentle, but you got to keep your hand open when you feed a horse. Just in case you run into a horse and you have a sugar cube in your pocket, or a peppermint, or a carrot. Carrot's healthier, but you know what I mean. Keep your hand open. And And then drop it. You expect to drop it. And every time you drop it, pick it up. And that's all you have to do. If you want to learn, drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up. Finger roll is as simple as this. This will give you strong, healthy hands. Get rid of any pain you might have. And if you get tendonitis in your elbow, do continuous finger rolls and then do 3 finger rolls where you're literally rolling over the back. Of course it's literal. That's such a silly statement, phrase. You're going over the last 3 fingers, kind of like a wrist roll, and then you grab with your thumb and you keep it going. Or you use this 3-finger roll with your wrist roll on the opposite side, finger roll on the same side, right hand, right side, opposite side, wrist roll, same side, finger roll. And then practice getting out of your comfort zone, try new things, go faster, go faster, go faster. Start going as fast as you can until it's so fast that you drop it. And then you know that's the edge of your comfort zone. Stay there. Pick it up. Get back to the edge. Pick it up. Get back. Go over the comfort zone, get out of the comfort zone, and then you grow. You'll grow every single time. Work out harder every single time. And then keep going, keep going. Good. Yeah, you'll get used to it really fast. Your body's very resilient. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in a little bit.